This show is about your life, how to make it better, how to make more from it, how to love deeper, how to share it with others. This journey is about connection to your dreams, with topics centering on love, money, sexuality, and energy that unites it all. This show will change your life. For years, I've coached people in easy-to-learn skills and have seen incredible changes. I'm here to teach you those skills as a coach and hopefully a new friend. Hi, I'm Kyle. Come along with me as you move along your path of life success. Welcome to the Kyle Phoenix Show.
The same or at least similar? Will my need to always have liquidity and financial independence conflict with my partner's need to always own our own home or to always live in his or her hometown that has a high cost of living? Are we able to compromise without feeling like one of us is always winning or losing or settling for less? Will my small town values conflict with his or her big city values? Are we judgmental or tolerant of each other? And when you look at these, as you go through the series in the time that you have, to look at these kinds of questions, these are the things that relationships break up over. These really are. People think it's huge, dramatic things. There's a percentage, of course, explosive relationships that dramatically crumble. But really, when we start having these kinds of discussions, and there are some, I do great relationship workshops and couples relationship workshops, because there aren't as many for same-sex people or same-gender loving or homosexual or bisexual or transgender as there are for heterosexual people. When you hear about things like church or pastor counseling or rabbi counseling before marriage, these are some of the things they're getting into. These are some of the questions they're asking and answering each other. These are some of the things that people can be in a relationship, dating and loving and having sex and all those kinds of things for 3 months, 6 months, a year, and never have quite tackled or looked at the ramifications of or the effects of as the relationship goes on longer. So, are we dissimilar or similar in our values? Do I value honesty? Do you value honesty? Do we value integrity? We don't all, this is a huge parentheses in there, we don't all define the same concepts, beliefs, or ideologies the exact same ways because of nuances of our nurturing environment of growing up and because of some of the things that happen to our individual natures that just aren't that way. There are some things that just aren't important to me. There are some things that I am not politically radical about. There are some things that I feel a definite social human radicalism about. So I might not go to a political rally with you. It's not that I disbelieve or I'm on the other side or I might be. I have loved people and not politically agreed with them. Most households are like that. Most families are like that. That same-sex people again get into same, therefore we must be the same. If we are the same gender, if we're both men, if we're both women, we must believe the same things about the church. We talked about that before with religion. That you might be a religious person. You might be a Christian or a Baptist or a Buddhist or a Muslim. And you might go to your mosque or to your synagogue or to church regularly. And I might not be. I might be an agnostic. I might even be an atheist. It doesn't mean we can't love each other. It just means we have different kind of values on stuff. But I may need to understand that you value your church time, your Sunday, in a different way than I value my Sunday. Sunday for you might be a great time to get up and go and bond with people as they're part of your values family and they're part of your church family. And I might think Sunday is a great day to get 5 more hours of sleep. So we need to have that kind of discussion, how we value different things. So when we look at, not only in a religious context, the social context, and even when you look at some of the other videos, I try to kind of get into, for us individually and a little bit with a partner, find narratives financial, money is a big, big thing. We all relate to money, again, different people, differently. We can get on the same page about money, but we might not be the same kinds of people with money. Some of us are super savers. Some of us are super spenders. Some of us don't know what to do with money. Some of us are very hands-off about money. And as I've talked about in my other videos, there has always been a form of currency on this planet, whether it was big rock versus small rock. You have to have some kind of sophistication and understanding of money, because you'll have to manage money for the entirety of your life, and that's just one of the responsibilities of being human. But one of us might take that a bit more seriously than the other one. So we really need to look at, what do you think of money? What do I think of money? How do you use money? How does money bring you pleasure? How does it bring me pleasure? Are we going to, now that we've decided to co-join all of our stuff together, are we going to move to some place that you like, some place I like, in my big city, in my small town? I've lived in both. And there are pros and cons to each one. So it would actually have to be a discussion. Not everybody wants to be in an apartment. Not everybody wants to live in a house. Not everybody wants those kinds of responsibilities that each one brings. You need a car. I may not be a car person. I might be an absolutely have to have a car person, and you might be a not have to have a car person. So there are different kinds of things that we need to negotiate around. What are our values around different things in relationships, religion, money, socialization, family, having people over? Do I always want to, when I come home from work, you and your 5 best friends are always sitting in the living room? They may be great people, but there might be a time where I need to come home and they're not there. So maybe we need to communicate that, your values are more open in socialization than mine are, and what that means and what's appropriate and what's not appropriate. We might need to look at, one of the other questions was, are we judgmental or tolerant of each other? That you might do things, you might be a person who values something differently. Let's make it very basic, Democrat versus Republican. That one of us is a Democrat, one of us is a Republican. Am I going to make snide remarks about you because of your political beliefs or the way that you were raised or the different things that you're interested in? Or am I going to understand you're a different person than me? And not so much tolerate. I think tolerate is wrong. That there are 3 choices. We can tolerate, and that means we don't agree with, and we're kind of keeping our mouth shut. We can walk away from, where we say this is just too wrong and I've got to get away from it. Or we can accept. So rather than tolerate or walk away from on something that's so infinitesimal, that we want to look at accepting it. How do I accept that you're just different than me? We might have some really great debates and discussions about it, and that might even be wonderful, that we accept that we're different, because we get to look at an issue from so many different dimensions. So that might be something that we need to really discuss. Who are you politically? Who am I politically? Because you might expect one thing of me that I'm not. I might be more conservative, more liberal. I might have grown up entirely. You think it's Democratic. I'm an independent. I'm a libertarian. I'm part of the Socialist Party. There are all of these different possibilities of permutation to being a human being that we kind of need to investigate and talk about, because when they do come up, we don't want them to be the straw that broke the camel's back. We don't want them to become bones of contention. We want them to be acknowledgments of difference.